Hi, my name is Kryston.
And I'm Aisha, and we are homeowners here at the Grand View Trail community.
The actual purchase experience was fun. Haroon and Stu were very helpful. Any questions that we had, they filled in the gaps for us. If they didn't know the answer, they found it out and let us know. At the end of the day, it felt like we were doing it together. They were just as interested in us being happy as we were in us being happy.
Yeah, it's true. And Mark was very great in all our requests that we made. He took the time to listen to Bernie. I know Bernie worked hard with him as well. As soon as we walked into the house, first impression of the model home was, this is quality. It's amazing, and we're definitely interested. And so, like Chris said, Stu and Haroon really made the process great for us. It was awesome. For first-time buyers, fantastic. Carrie was very helpful. She took the time. I'm a bit of a OCD organized freak, so I came with my book and the things that we wanted and the prices for each thing, and we went through with our budget, knowing what we had. So Carrie helped guide us in the best options to pick. We did another upgrade on the kitchen counter, so that was a great purchase. She helped us to make the right decisions, best for our budget. There was no forcing to buy anything that we didn't really want, and she could see just how well we communicated and how we already had planned out what we wanted and where we wanted things to go. So she was very helpful. We made upgrades to the flooring and the countertop. So far, those things were great additions to the home for us.
She helped us to focus on the right things. As Aisha said, there was no pressure buying, which is what I've heard a lot of experiences from our friends. And with the decisions, even some of the things that we had on our list, she's like, this is something that you could probably do aftermarket that would be better for you. Here's where you should focus your money and your time and effort. So that kind of real concern for our home is something that really stood out to us. Well, we were very much looking forward to closing at the original date. But as you know, the pandemic is something that affected everybody. And I have to say that I was still very impressed with the service and the quality that we received from Upperview Homes. They communicated things to us every step of the way. If we were going to be late, we knew why. If something was missing, we knew why. We were kept abreast of everything, which is the best that you can hope for in a situation like this that affects everybody.
Even with little changes in some of the products, we were given the heads up that, hey, it'll be this tile instead of this, which was very helpful, especially that we had the list to go back and kind of review everything. The walkthrough with Fred and with Marco was really good. It was our first walkthrough, and as I said, I am meticulous, so even for me, it took me aback that Marco was even more meticulous than myself. He was walking around looking at things that he saw, so that just made me even more comfortable that the quality of the build was going to be amazing. The whole process leading up to and then closing was simple and easy. It was great. It's been a great experience. We moved in on May 5th, 2001. Woohoo! So 4 months ago. The house is great. It is everything I expected it to be. I love our room. The master bedroom is fantastic. It's so spacious, which is great. I also love our office. We've done a little work in the office to make it easier for us, especially because we're working from home during COVID. So it's been fantastic. The kitchen, living room area, it's cozy, it's comfortable. The house has met my expectations. I walk around still looking to see if I see anything, and to date I have not seen anything that has stood out as a defect or that I have a concern with in the home.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. The master bedroom and bath is kind of a sanctuary. It's huge, it's spacious, and yet still cozy at the same time. I'd probably have to say my favorite room though is the kitchen. The kitchen slash living room or family room. I love to cook. I've been doing a lot of it being home as often as I have. So spending that time there, I'm looking forward to being able to have some friends and family over and entertain in that space. It's a great space.
We picked this design because it spoke exactly to our needs. We like the stairs at the back of the house, which is one of the things that this home had in it. My parents live with us, so we wanted to make sure that, first of all, for now, the space upstairs for them would be comfortable to have their own bedroom and bathroom, and then eventually do the basement for them, and that there would be an office because of being able to work from home. And the aesthetic look of the home is great. Albeit it was a picture, it stood out as that was the home for us.
I'd agree with that. The thought that went into it, it became more and more apparent to me. For instance, when we were having the air condition installed, there was a spot that was already set aside for it. In fact, Tony was passing by, he's like, no, it's not supposed to be over there, it's here. And it's nuzzled right in the perfect corner, out of the way, close enough to everything that it needs to be for the furnace. Like the thought that they went into the ductwork in the basement. Every external workman outside of Upperview Homes that came in and saw the ductwork since we started the process of looking for someone to look at the basement, they were impressed with how neat and clean everything is. And this is stuff that's expected to be hidden away. So you can see just by that the kind of attention that they put to everything that is facing, that is in the public view. So we are very, very happy. In a word, I'd still describe it as outstanding. They took the care, I think I mentioned earlier, that it felt like they were putting a family member in here. People were coming in and continually touching up things that we didn't even ask about as well. So I think it speaks to Upperview Homes as a company. You can trust your family with them.
Yeah, we had friends come in just to see the home, and like Chris said, we have a friend who's doing their basement right now, and when they came down into the basement, they were like, wow, the way the joists were perfectly spaced between each, it was like perfect measuring. There's so many things, even for us, we were putting up a TV and you knew exactly where the stud was going to be just based on the spacing. There was a lot of care and detail and time taken to make sure that things were just so, that they were perfect, so that there would be no issues. The architecture and the workmanship has been great. It's been fantastic.